y'all?
Tell Bray he's going to be faster.
Well, I actually had the picture with a couple kids. Really, this was a good win for our team. I thought we played really well the first 15 minutes of the second half. Texas Southern's talented, man. They're hard to guard, and we knew that coming in. We did some good things. We held them to 40% shooting. They basically play four guards and a 7-footer, and they can all make threes and they can all drive by you. So it's really a challenge defensively to guard them. And I thought our guys came out and did a lot of really good things. Obviously, the turnovers, especially the ones in the last 5 minutes, were problematic and gave them a chance. We just haven't been in those situations a long time, and I think we'll learn from it. Our older guys need to play better in those situations. Unfortunately, I think the game was in hand, and then when Eli threw it to them for three, it just changed everything. And that's how basketball is. It's a game that momentum is huge. And I told our guys at one of the timeouts, I said, this is what we did to Tennessee, a couple weeks ago, and to be honest, a little bit to Temple there at the end too, where we, made a run at them. So, hopefully we'll learn from it. But I think we played better than what the score indicates here at the end, because this is a talented team that's hard to guard, and for us to have a 17-point lead late, I thought we were playing pretty well, especially the first part of the second half. Questions?
Yeah, how big was it for, or good, I should say, to see Eli and DeVoe?
Huge. Those guys obviously both had subpar games at Temple and felt awful about it, just didn't play very well. And, those guys, in a lot of ways, won the game for us today. Gabe made 5 threes. Eli was, difficult to stop inside. We knew that even though the guy was 7 feet tall, that he was long and skinny, and that we could get the ball in there, and if he had time, he could make some moves and make plays, and he did. And that was good to see. Again, our efficiency in terms of field goals made, we shot over 60% in the game. I thought we did a lot of really good things that way in terms of execution. Just had the turnovers at the end of the game, which were bad. And then we had turnovers in the first half when we had 3 situations where we had advantages, where we got stops. We're coming down 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 1-2-on-1, and we turned the ball over. And if we score on those possessions like we should, instead of being up 4 at the half, we're probably up 8 or 10 and playing better. And, just have more momentum and control of the game. And so, it hurt a little bit that Marquise was in foul trouble and I don't think had a lot of rhythm today. But I was super proud of Clyde. Clyde had probably his 3 best practices of the year heading into today's game. And, I told him on Tuesday that I thought he had his best practice of the year, and if he gave me 2 more great practices, he was going to play double-figure minutes today, because we knew this was a game where we were going to have to play guards. Texas Southern isn't big. They're just really fast, and that's part of the problem of playing them is they have unbelievable speed, and they create unbelievably difficult matchups in some ways. So you have to downsize a little bit as much as some teams can overpower. We're really not built for that yet, so we kind of got to mix some things up. And, again, I thought our guys did a lot of good things, especially at the beginning of the second half.
You kind of touched on it, but do you think it was good for the team to go through that little?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's hard, too. We don't have Shelton. We don't have our seasoned point guard, the guy that would handle the ball in a lot of those scenarios. We got a freshman out there that has barely played. And I thought he did a lot of good things. Obviously, the last travel was really costly. But before that, I thought he did some good things, and he did some good things inbounding the ball. And, I thought that, I think Gabe and Dante needed to play a little better down the stretch. And in terms of – and Marquise, really, you got 3 older guys. Those guys needed to make a few more strong plays. But that's a hard group to deal with. Like I said, they're pesky. They're coming at you. They can full gamble. They basically started fouling us with 3 minutes to go. So from the 3:40 mark to the end of the game took, forever. We handled the press a bunch of times early and then had to go make free throws. We made some. We missed a couple. Again, Eli's passed back out when we they made a three, then we got to stop, and he threw it right back to him, and they made another one. That's 6 points. So it goes from what is your big lead, I think maybe that put it to single digits, and now there's still like 2:45 to go. I mean, it's like all day. Like you're going to have to deal with the press 15 more times. And so that's just the nature of basketball and what's so hard about it. And, they cut it late and made it hard for us, but we made enough plays to hold them off. And hopefully we'll learn from this, and certainly we'll watch film and get back on this subject on Sunday when we get back to practice.
How is Shelton? I know he saw a little grimace from him at that one.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's wrong with him. I know he got dinged up a little bit. I don't know it's, up around his head or his neck or whatever. And Brad just came to me and said, he tried to go back in. It happened in the first half. And he tried to play a little bit in the second. And I don't think he just felt all the way right. He got hit again or something. I don't really know what it is. And, and then there was still a lot of time left. So we're just going to play without him. And, that was fine. We did okay during most of the stretch, but it would have been nice in the press to have him, though.
On a day where he struggled a little bit or got hurt a little bit, and then Dante didn't get a whole lot of shots up, but you have other guys step into those offensive roles. Is that going to pay off down the road?
I think so. I think our versatility was scoring. A little bit. A little bit in this game, and we tried a little. Dante got down there a couple times early to post against a 6'4" guy, but there's a 7-footer on the other side of the basket that he can come over and try to block it and bother you. And to be honest with you, we don't play that way a lot. So I actually told Dante in one of the early timeouts when I didn't think we were flowing offensively very well, I said, Dante, stop trying to overplay the mismatch. Just go back out, move around, play, because really what we thought is let's play through Eli. We don't need two guys down there under the basket kind of congesting things. Let's just get back to how we usually play with 4 around 1 and move the ball. And if you find yourself down there occasionally, that's fine. But let's not stop what we're doing and try to exploit the 6'8" versus 6'4". It's making us play too slow. What's crazy is we only had 49 shots. We made 30 of them. Now some of it, we got some free throws, and then obviously we had too many turnovers. We had turnovers in the first half. Again, the 3 in the advantage situations are the game changers. I think one time we stole the ball, they stole it back and scored. That play, and then the time when we made a bucket, and then they threw it all the way down the court because the 7-footer never got back, and then he got an and one. That's 5 points where really we guarded them pretty well to about 30-31 in the first half, and we should have been around 44-45 but we just had bad plays, advantage situations that you got to finish. And I kind of just told the guys, guys, we're playing better than the halftime score. We should be up 10 right now. And if we'll do the same things, we'll find ourselves up double figures in the second half. And we kind of did a good job of, I think, sticking with that. And again, I thought Gabe and Eli played very well for us, and that really helped us.
Good.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.